What's going on YouTube? This your boy Perfect Cell and I'm back with another video, and this video is on some cliche opinions that I used to have. And this video is inspired by my boy Amiri, and I want y'all to check him out after this video. His link will be in the description below. And I just want to talk about these opinions now. These opinions that I used to have were sort of cliche, and I'm just glad I don't have those opinions no more. Now some of y'all who might not have these opinions and might not ever know I had these opinions, but hey, now I feel the complete opposite about these opinions. You know, either I gotten older or my common sense started to kick in. Either way, you know, I no longer have these opinions no more, and I'm going to tell you what these opinions are and why I had them and why I no longer have them. So with no further ado, here goes some 5 cliche opinions that I used to have. Now, I always defended this theory with my life, because when I came up with this opinion, you know, this is when Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi was on top of their game, and everybody was bumping their music, especially Lil Uzi with that "Push Me to the Edge, All My Friends Are Dead." You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, when I heard songs like that, I was pretty much on this anti-mumble rap rampage, bumping, you know, C the 6, Denzel Curry, Afro, Montana 300, and you name it. And whatever somebody said, who wants to listen to lyrics? You know, I got sort of butthurt. But after a while, I realized that being lyrical is really not enough, you know, because I know some trash rappers who are very lyrical, like, you know, like Jadakiss. He's lyrical, but he's trash. B.O.B.'s trash. Meek Mill is trash. And also, I like some rappers who isn't really all that lyrical, like the Yin Yang Twins, Vic Mensa, NLE Chopper. You know, I just, you know. And let me not get started on my boy Duke Deuce. You know, the way he made, like, why didn't he make that Double XL Freshman? Like, that's still a wonder to me. Cause if he would have made the Double XL Freshman, oh man, he would have turned that cipher out, bro. And shoot, even one of my favorite rappers of all time, Too Short, he's not really all that lyrical. But hey, now I agree, you need to have some lyricism. But to be good, you got to be more than just be a good lyricist. You got to be a good rapper. You got to know how to rap. You know, like Eminem, like he's the GOAT, cause not only he knows how to rap, but hey, he knows his lyrics, and he's like doing other things to create his fan base. And all I gotta say is this: just be like, you ain't got to be super lyrical like Eminem or Twista just to be the GOAT. You know, you just gotta have that charisma and bring it to the forefront. Now, a lot of y'all who knows me well knows how I feel about Tupac, and knows that y'all shocked as hell to believe that I used to have this opinion. But believe it or not, you know, I used to think there was a time where I thought there was nobody greater than Pac. And the reason why I said that is because, well, dude kept himself relevant for all these years, even after his death. You know, many people would look at him as I got older and be like, oh man, Pac's the GOAT, Pac this, Pac that. You know what I mean? And then people would say, oh, Pac had the best album, Pac has the best diss track, the best songs. You know, and in some cases I disagree with it, which led me into thinking that he is a little overrated. Now, some people in the comment section will say like, oh, you a youngin', or oh, you watch anime so you don't know what you're talking about, or oh, shut up, faggot. But yeah, like, my opinion has changed because, well, I think he's overrated, because I feel like half the people who say that Pac is the best don't even know why they saying it. They just saying it because everybody else say it. But like I said before, like, I don't think Pac is trash. I just think he's overrated. Like, I love his music, and I probably listen to more Tupac than y'all do. So yeah, like, I really do like the man's music. I'm not saying that he's trash or nothing like that. He's just not my most favorite rapper of all time, and I don't necessarily think that he's the GOAT. But hey, he's one of the greatest, but I wouldn't say that he's the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm very embarrassed to even talk about this topic. But yeah, to my defense, I was a kid when I had this opinion. You know, I used to assume that if you're a rapper from New York, by default, you're a good rapper. You know, by default, you were just fire. And this came about when I watched VH1's 100 Top Hip Hop Songs. You know, I heard artists like Wu-Tang, Black Star, DMX, Jay-Z, and etc. And that's when I learned about how hip hop all started it, and it started in the South Bronx. Now, before I thought it started in a whole nother country like Africa and all this other stuff. So, because I knew its essence, I thought no trash would come out of there. But, well, many months later, I would eat my words on that. Because my cousin would show me Juelz Santana, and y'all know how I feel about Juelz Santana if y'all seen my video on my backup channel.
It off for you a little something like this. Hey yo, my man CJ. Yo, my man CJ. Stop with the play, do this for you, dog. Oh, gee. Let me hear you say, oh, gee.
What kind of shit is that?
Like when I heard Juelz Santana, I was like, hold everything. And if we're being honest, let's just be honest. Like Pop Smoke, he is boo-boo. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. But bro, it sounds like you hear freaking RoboCop raps. Like it's so freaking annoying. You like the way I dance, you like the way I move, you like the way I run. Like shut the hell up. Like I don't want to hear that. Like bro, come on, man. But yeah, it just showed me that trash could come from anywhere, even from the essence. Now, I used to think that these rappers were tripping, talking about, oh, doing drugs and selling their bodies and what have you. Now, kids are going to listen to this and end up popping pills and sipping on some scissor and what have you. And honestly, that was just my inner old head speaking the truth as a kid. Well, at least I thought I was speaking the truth. I mean, I listened to a whole lot of tracks, you know, that had no real substance. I mean, I played violent video games, watched violent movies and TV shows, and I turned out fine. You know, for the most part, as I was making the transition to adulthood, I seen kids doing these crazy stuff and that rappers were talking about. And I was like, could it be because of music? So I began to cringe when I heard rappers rap about stuff like that, the mindless things in their songs and what have you. And the media, they just put it on the forefront. And hey, now like I tuned out and I just looked back at myself and I was like, nah, the music can't be the issues. It's our leaders, our teachers, our priests, our parents, you know, they're not guiding us like they should. And honestly, I think a child rebellion is inevitable. And during that point, the leaders just stopped giving a damn. You know, they let the kids run rampant. And right now, with these old heads outraged about this new music, the music they grew up on ain't really no better. I mean, you know, it's like what my boy Curtis Mayfield said. If you want to change the films, then clean the streets. Like most of these rappers and singers, they mostly talk about these topics because that's their environment. You know, they're trying to let the masses know, like, hey, this is what it is out in the streets. You know what I mean? You know, like hip hop, it's not getting worse. You know, it's not getting worse. All right, it's just speaking louder, which leads me to my final opinion, what I used to have. Now, I used to have this opinion way back in 2015 when I heard artists like Future, Young Thug, Travis Scott, and I was like, what the hell is this garbage, bro? Like, where the bars at? Nobody cares about lyricism no more? Hip hop is dead. And for years I've been saying that on this anti-mumble rap rampage like before. And all the time I wasn't even interested into listen to anything that was commercialized, you know. It like, you know, kind of like how I am right now. But when I seen hip hop becoming the best music genre and its fan base growing astronomically at an alarming rate, you know, it really changed my mind. And I also began to look at the genre from a perspective that I never thought. You know, there's a lot of these boom bap wannabes, and I ain't never considered like, oh, everybody sound the same on the radio. Like rappers like Lil Uzi, for an example, when he made At Soul Life Tour, Everybody wanted to be a Lil Uzi fan or what have you. And all the Lil Uzi copycats were big for like one album or maybe one song, and then they'll flop the next album. Like, even though I rock with NLE Chopper, you know, like he might be a one-hit wonder too, because he's kind of copying Block Boy JB, you know, so like somebody like Nicki Minaj, she kind of copied Lil Kim, but she kind of put her own little twist to it, which made her relevant for all these years. But all I gotta say is this. Like, hip-hop is not dead. Y'all just looking at it in the wrong places. Y'all relying too much on the radio. The radio only plays that commercialized stuff because, well, the radio is commercial. Like, for all my retro people, listen to retro music, you know. For all my people that want to turn up to the club, go to the club, you know. If you want to hear skill, lyricism, and the whole nine, go on the internet. There's something for everyone. You know, stop relying so much on this commercial stuff, because you know, like rap, it's not dead. Hip hop is not dead. Y'all looking for it in the wrong places. You know, like check out some Dat Piffs, some SoundCloud, and what have you. And not every rapper in the new school sound the same. You saying that Logic sounds like Lil Uzi? Like, come on, man. Or Montana 300 sound like Jonah Lucas? Nah, bro. But anyways, this wraps up this here video. You know, those are some of my old cliche opinions that I used to have. And tell me some of y'all old cliche opinions that y'all used to have about hip hop. But anyways, I'm gonna have to wrap it up from right now. This is your boy Perfect Cell, and I'm Ghosts.
Sweet Mary J, Mary Kate and Ashley, two twins rolled up. I think it was a Saturday.